Heading into the 2020-21 season here at Inside Carolina, we're breaking down all the scholarship Tar Heels heading to this season. I'm your host, Ross Martin, joined by Sherrell McMillan and Greg Barnes. Day'Ron Sharpe, freshman, 6'11", 265, a bruiser, a big-time player, legitimate five-star, top 20 kid. The hype's on for him, Sherrell. What's Day'Ron Sharpe going to bring? What can you tell us about him?
It's interesting. He was actually offered when he was a sophomore, and Dwayne West, who coaches the Gardner Road AAU team where he played, he said, we talked to him back then, and he said, you know what, they got to get on this guy quick because he's going to be a beast by the time he gets into college. And that's already seems to kind of rung true. He just is a big body. He loves to dunk. He loves to block shots, and he loves to rebound. I'm making it overly simplistic purposefully because those three things are enough to get him a ton of minutes, because the kid, I mean, he's very serious on the court, as we mentioned, this entire freshman class is, and he's got a motor. And so when you combine some skill with his size, with the motor, with the aggression that he plays with, it's inevitable that he's going to walk into 8 to 10 points and 5 or 6 rebounds every single game, just by the way North Carolina plays. So I think he brings that, and a lot of intensity. If you've seen some of the UNC basketball clips that have just been floating around on social, you'll see him clapping, you see him yelling, and that's who he is on the court. And I think that's needed, especially for someone like Armando Bacot. Going up against that kind of person in practice will only make you better. So Sharpe is really good for UNC, but he's really, really good for Armando Bacot.
I think this is the type of big man that UNC fans have been waiting for. I mean, a no-nonsense, 6'11", 265, big-time guy who just dunks the ball and plays with this mentality, that dog mentality that I think, you really want out of your big men. Greg, where does he fit in? Kind of, as I think he's going to be the sixth man off the bench. How do you kind of see him fitting in with Brooks and Bacot in UNC's front line rotation?
I think it's going to be a great piece to the puzzle for sure. And just the fact that he is so explosive and so aggressive, it's going to be good. We talk about Anthony Harris last year, and little bit of time that he played, being a spark plug and really energizing the team. There is a tremendous amount of value in that. And so if Sharpe can just play that role early, right, come off the bench, be so aggressive, really intimidate the other team, that can shake up North Carolina. Too many times in the past, and it's something that I get tired of talking about, but we talk about maybe a lack of toughness because Roy Williams really likes the finesse game, the skill game. When you get a guy like this in there, where he can be so explosive and so physical, I mean, that changes that component. And when you factor that in with some of the other guys UNC has in the post, Roy Williams has a tremendous amount of options with how to play these guys. But as you said, Sharpe is going to step into some key minutes and a lot of points and rebounds just by doing what he does so well.
And the fact they have him with Brooks, Bacot, and Kessler just helps each other to rest, to have that time. Because as a big man, you need that time because you're running court to court, and it helps to have players and come in and have little to no drop off. I think that's what Sharpe will bring in year one.